How are we doing today, Twin Flames? Hope you're all doing well. Join me for a quick chance to tap into the new moon in Aquarius this upcoming January 29th, so we may pull any etheric items we may need for our continued Twin Flame journey while it's here and active from the moon itself, and apply it to our lives, our unions efficiently. Let's go ahead and delve into what the new moon is and what it's here to do for the Twin Flame Ascension Collective whenever it's present as our temporary guide. First, before we begin, when the new moon is active, this is when the moon is in direct conjunction with the sun and appears completely invisible from the Earth's perspective. It is here to bring forth new beginnings in order to remove us from stagnant periods or from chapters within the journey that are ready to sort of implode on itself, which you may feel as great tension or stress within your solar plexus and heart chakra regions when time is almost officially up on that phase you're likely so done with. Closing down these chapters of karma that's usually not even always yours, but your family's BS that you are judging for pre-judgment day and putting a permanent stop to, in which you will be rewarded immensely for in eternal paradise, with all of your much owed birthrights and inheritances packaged and bestowed upon you upon completion of the task. And lastly, the new moon is also here to send us what's known as light codes, or a form of a dissectable, downloadable liquid conscious light, or even a love language it can be considered as, which enters right through our crown chakra, so it may seep into other areas of our body in need of upgrades, majorly our light bodies included in this operation, provide us information on what to do and where to go next individually, as well as in terms of maneuvering and progressing our unique twin flame union to higher realms of bliss and unity. But on more grounded levels, it is here to deepen us at the heart and mind level, peeling us back like the layers of an onion every single time until we finally reach the core of who we truly are and who we've truly been all along, which you will find was absolutely everything once you get here. Crying or feeling nostalgic during this time frame, either before, during, or right after, also tends to occur, especially whenever it is in super mode or a super new moon, due to the turning of old pages, occurring within your reality in the quantum plane, removing outdated people, belief systems, false low vibrational timelines, and karma in general from both your lives, which keeps you bound to the dying matrix system, us helping it die even more every time we ascend and unplug from its ego mind, and apart from your twin and true reality, the longer we choose to stay plugged into it. So, this departure from the old paradigm, old fate, is mandatory for every single living, breathing person here. Us Blu-ray twin flames, acting as messiahs by going first before everyone else, paving and lighting up the way for the rest to follow. It being stationed in the Aquarius constellation right now, for the next 6 days I'm being told, is here to make it so we newly ascended twin flame Aquarians get thoroughly accustomed to the new age of Aquarius paradigm in paradise, as it adjusts around our bodies, as it is here, anchored, and building gradually in strength, every single day until it is ready to be seen and felt, undeniably, by every single living, breathing human being on the planet at the moment. Throughout the entire reading, in the background, it will be getting us all thoroughly aligned to the new energy, while also seeing if there are other areas the Aquarius zodiac would love to be of service to us, while we have the chance to be together this way this first month of this grand, eventful, exciting new year we're all actually a part of as one. With all that being said, I think now is a great place for us to begin getting into the tarot reading. So let's do it. The first card we'll be channeling from today, in order to pull what we need from the Aquarius new moon, due January 29th, is the Nine of Pentacles. Immediately upon viewing the card, I began to get the vibes of finally arriving at the cornucopia, the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, all being displayed by the set of coins, scattered on the ground, with the spotlight lit onto them in a very focused, movie-like setting. I even felt a very fairy-like thump, as if a camera was slowly panning into it, then coming to a complete stop right in front of it, in order to properly convey this arrival true to the mystical Middle Earth story we've all been a part of. Meaning that our Men of Letters mission, Kingsman Cyber Adventure, has led us straight to the untold riches that was promised to us since merging into the sector, version, and game of the Ascension process. Making this a grab it while you can, get rich quick scheme we are now taking advantage of, from being on an undercover treasure hunt in addition to the initial Twin Flame adventure and story all of a sudden. I am actually feeling this swirly, energetic transmission effect taking place on the right side of the card, coming with this swift zooming effect directly afterwards, heading straight off the right of the card following, as if the treasure were being converted into funds first, US dollars I'm being told exactly, then being sent straight to us through a sort of etheric IM bank transfer portal to hit our bank accounts, which was already announced a few months ago and put into motion, yet we still had to actually travel towards this spot in the game that we're all in, on the board game, in linear time, in order to see to it that this was official. This will act as an additional part of our inheritance promised to us by God for striving through lifetimes and lifetimes of necessary and often unnecessary difficulties, then making it to this final lifetime of suffering to be rewarded for every single tear ever shed. For this is only right when the soul has been pushed to the limit, new limits at times, and enough has been acquired on human and fairy human levels to say enough is enough and the deed was done. I am feeling that this transfer of wealth and power that comes with it, which I'm going to proudly initiate right now, in the most pirate way for us, will work to consciously and automatically open up a joint etheric bank account for both you and your twin, so that you two will feel even more one with each other in the financial sector, even more rich and regal in this way, know how to go about creating innovative projects together even more efficiently, which is your right as reascended beings and what you deserve, and find that many opportunities for abundance just happens to come to the both of you. So, if you'd like for this etheric joint bank account to be set up for free for you and your 20 by the loving hands of the Blu-ray angelic system, then just say yes and it is one and done, hun. Now, to complete the entire process, I'm going to ask that the leprechaun, protecting our loot, our booty, kindly snaps his magic fingers, transferring me my magical authority first, from him to me, so that I can formally and more fully cast the transferring spell with full, proper power myself as a twin flame leprechaun, in which I do now. Happy birthday. The last card we'll be working with to channel or conjure what we need from the Aquarian new moon this January 29th is the Major Arcana card, the Tower. Here, I got sensations of the Royal Kingdom opening up, which came with this extremely operatic, climactic, oh no, vibe right along with it, alluding to the gates of heaven, opening up to take all of God's forsaken children up for rapture, to save them from their traitorous, greedy oppressors, as well as to the fact that Judgment Day Revelations is now ready to commence, in which I am going to humbly and kosherly initiate with our tribe's twin flame divine authority right now, in order to get the process steadily in motion in quantum time, which I'm being told you will be able to sense approaching every day that passes by, activating you from moment to moment until you are a Judgment Day official, ready to be of service as Twin Flame Judgment Day staff, to support the waves of chaos with your magical, charged up 2.0 energy body, which I'm going to ask receive an upgrade to this level right now, so that the Judgment Day activation will have less to do and able to focus more efficiently on the task of getting you prepped for duty, in which you are being thanked so kindly once more for willingly participating in. And don't forget the payoff you are to receive right from the Fairy Kingdom for extending yourself as support to such a dense occasion and scenario, such as this, that is not supposed to happen. And lastly, I am feeling that a final, screaming, we are royal activation in profession wants to be distributed to us straight from God's source creator, in order to wash both components of the Grand Union clean before the event, to holify them ritualistically, to heighten their consciousness to an angelic state of divinity and inner knowing, as well as to bring both sides of the Union together on the same exact page for Judgment Day duty, mainly. Sort of like a final meetup in base touch, although at times these activations tend to trickle to other areas of your Union that needs healing or upgrading anyhow. And this is due to the incredibly pure, extremely selfless, and sensitive Hannah spirit that exists within our fairy kingdom's indigenous heart and soul, that's never ever going away for anyone. So, once more, I'm going to ask that the Twin Flame Kingdom initiates this special activation for us right now, so we may make God proud the best way we know how, as one whole team, one whole unit, and one whole timeless quantum force, kicking ass and taking names this Judgment Day period. See you there. And that concludes your Twin Flame Ascension Energies reading on the Aquarius new moon, soon here on January 29th. I hope that you found all of this information very beneficial. Subscribe if you feel you receive a lot from these videos of mine. Comment down below if you have any questions or would love to chat about what you've gathered here today. Donate to my PayPal if you feel you'd love to commune and say thanks. And I'll be back here with more enlightening videos for the Twin Flame Collective in the near future. Bye now.